Hi, how you doing? I'm Chris over at 3D Palace. I'm going to try not to swear today. And I'm going to be working in Unreal Engine, fixing up the blueprints that I posted about before. Now, if you didn't read the post on 3D Palace, the issue is that I have a blueprint, here we go, just here, and I've got several instances of them in my layer, right? And the point of this is that when you interrupt with it, you know, when you overlap it or whatever, then you're going to, God, what if I can't select this one? Probably the rain, there we go. You are going to get a dialogue call, which is going to make stuff happen. Now, the issue is, okay, there are certain of these in the level, and at the minute, when they activate, it brings up this big friendly question mark, and then you press the action button, you know, because it's doing a check on perception. Not ideal, really. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to edit this blueprint, and what's going to happen is we're going to use the volume, and then it's going to just basically die. It's going to be killed, destroyed, whatever. So for this to work, I need to select my blueprint. Now I've got it just here, there we go, and I'm going to open my BP object dialog, which is a system that I've used myself that calls the dialog system, which acts as a description inside of the game. Here it is. Okay. So we've got several things that it's doing here, okay? The important ones, though, are checking perception. Does it need to check the perception? Yes. Okay, so it checks the perception. If it fails the perception check, we need it to destroy itself. But before we do that, we also want it to take this. So I'll drag it in and remove from parent. So what's going to happen by doing that is it's going to remove any trace of this, you know, this UI that I built for this from the system. And then the next function here will be, you know, destroy actor. There we go. So now the actor is going to be destroyed as well. And what I'll do is I'll put this inside a little comment box. There we go. So destroy the actor after removing the UI, just so we know what it's doing. Now, of course, if it goes through this branch here, then we still want it to do the same once it's finished everything. Okay, so once it's gone all the way through this process. So enable input, create investigation widget. Don't want that. Do not want this at all, really. In fact, I can probably get rid of this remove from parent because I'm not going to use the widget, so that makes things a little bit easier. Let's just go to destroy actor, and here enable input. No, we won't. I think that came from there. Yes, it did. Good. So we're going to get rid of all of this, including setting this new var because we don't need to. We're not going to add anything to the viewport, and instead we're going to open our gate. Here we are. Now, when our gate is opened, we'll go to another branch. Is this one shot? To be fair, everything's one shot with this, so it doesn't really matter. So, if it's false, I'm still going to destroy actor. There we go, destroy actor. And as for over here, this is doing a begin dialogue, which is great. Let me see, destroy actor, so we'll drag that there. Make sure it's destroying itself. And over here it's destroying itself as well. So no matter what happens, this actor will destroy itself as soon as we've used it. Okay, so some very simple changes there. It's a little bit messy. I'll probably go back and tidy it up later on. But for the moment, let's give it a test. And a good place to test this is probably going to be, well, anywhere around here really. So, play from here. Now you're going to have to give it a few minutes to warm up, okay, because it does take a little while. It's got quite a lot of stuff here. If the game was compiled, then it's obviously going to be considerably faster than it is, so bear with. I've got a gunky nose at the minute. I've got a horrible head cold, so my apologies. Come on, get ready. don't know whether to turn the rain off actually for today. Just use fog. I'll see. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, here we go. So, I should be in the outside world. Yep, there I am. So I'm going to move over here to look at the lake. Nothing's happening, so I'm not getting any let's look at the lake thing going on here, which is a little bit concerning. One has to wonder why. Especially as it does look like I was overlapping with it. I'll try it again. I'm just heading straight there towards the middle of the tower. Ain't we having some fun now? Yes we are. Yes, we're having some fun now, my goodness. There we go. If I need to get my it's not doing it. Okay, so it's not calling the thing, so now we need to do some error checking, don't we? Lovely error checking. So this object dialog, we have one. Original optional to destroy, none. Complete quest task, no. Destroy end, yes. Okay, great. So let's open it up again. And again, I'm going to go through this. So got to read what it's going to do. Okay, so initialize, cast BB character, get narrative component. Is this valid? Work out a random integer in the range, set it to the random integer. Get rid of this variable because I do not need it. What do you mean it's in use? Shouldn't be. Target, where's this? Do not need it. There we go. Get rid of that. Compile, save. Right, let's go back. So all this is doing is basically checking it's valid, setting a random integer. Okay, as the BP player character, we're then doing a perception check, which is over here. If the perception check is false, then it destroys itself. Goodbye. But it's being set here, check perception. Is this using the check perception system? No, it is not, so it shouldn't matter. However, check perception system is false, check perception is true. Okay, so this should go to also go to destroy actor, weirdly enough. Doesn't make any sense. No, hang on, this should go. So if we check the perception has been passed, so we need to go all the way down here to open. Okay, because two things can go there. So come in, check perception, don't need to, let's go along here. Boop, we'll open the gate. Input action, interact. We do not want that, do we? All this for this matter. So this is where the issue is. We don't have a mechanism yet. Okay, so I'll set rid of that. Hold control, and I'm going to drag that to there. And get rid of that. And now we have this. Okay, so that should work fine. So is this a one-shot? I don't think we need these here because we don't need to actually worry about it being a one-shot thing, so I'll get rid of that. Okay, let's go to our compiler results. Get rid of anything that's relying on it. Well, everything's fine, great. So we don't need to check if this is a one-shot or not. Instead, both of these can be used to call a begin dialogue. And this section here can be deleted. Then in here, does this complete a task quest? That's a completely different kettle of fish. If it does, we do something over there. Otherwise, we feed straight into there. And that should destroy the object. Okay, now let's do a little bit of tidying up because this lot's all over here. It may as well be over here. Pardon me. Horrible cold, as I did mention. Okay, that looks good. So, what I'm going to do now is test it. So, I think for this I'll just click play. That'll take me straight into the game, which is basically me starting in front of Jack here with the house loading and everything. So give it a second. Oh, there we are. Hi, Jack. Okay, so I can open that door, that's always a good sign. Okay, so that seems to be working, which is good. Let's see if I've got the lake. Yep. Excellent. Next thing I've got to do is make sure that the overlaps I did have do not affect anything through the door. They shouldn't do, to be perfectly honest. So, look at this. Here's the door. Great, the door is opening. Can't hold that because I don't have enough room. I can't pick that up because I do not have enough room. Should probably add a backpack because this looks like a backpack, but it is not a backpack, weirdly enough. Okay. A quick rebuild, but that's probably in order. Great. Okay, so that's working. So I'm going to hit the save button, and there we go. That's our blueprint fixed. So, hope you found that interesting. That is may not have made much sense to you, but the premise of this is basically that I took the blueprint that wasn't really working the way I wanted it to, it was blocking channels, and now I've rebuilt it. Well, not rebuilt it, fixed it so that it basically destroys itself. It's extremely volatile, so everything we do to it will destroy it, which is perfect. Okay, you take it easy, have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.